Hey guys, it's Brian again with another ceiling fan video. What I've got for you here is a 56-inch Envirofan Silverline industrial ceiling fan. It's brown in finish. It has a reversible motor, meaning that it has a red wire coming out of the top of the down rod. However, it is hooked up in the forward direction. I have it hanging here in my garage. First time I've done a garage test video in a while. And it's running on my Vari-Speed solid state box. Not really much to say about it except for it is more powerful than you think. These fans are definitely, underappreciated in my opinion. Everybody's all about the gold lines, and yeah, well, I'll admit the gold line is pretty much, the standard for the most powerful industrial fan in production right now. These are actually really good fans. They're pretty powerful for what they are. And they're decently heavy too. I mean, these blades are no joke. Stamped steel motor. It came with its original hanger bracket, which is one of those J-hooks that hangs off of a bracket that bolts to the ceiling box. I'm gonna zoom in here. You can see the Envirofan tag on the motor, or on this lower canopy. I actually got 3 of these from a Facebook Marketplace listing in Toledo. One of them wound up going to Nate Girding in trade for something, and I kept the other 2. And they were originally installed in a restaurant. And the gentleman who owned the restaurant closed up shop, took the fans down, and decided to sell them on Marketplace. So I picked them up for a steal, and this is one of them. And I just spent quite a while cleaning them up because they had years of dust and grease and grime all over them. And actually, they turned out pretty good. So anyway, let's go ahead and we will turn them on, starting with low. I've wanted one of these for a while, as well as a gold line. And I'm really glad that I got 2 of these in case I ever wanted to do a dual install. And some of you might be thinking, oh, you should take down the blender fans that are in the garage here and do a dual install. And I had thought about that. And that may, in fact, happen depending on a couple of things. The first of which being the down rods on these are a little bit shorter than the down rods on the silver lines, so I don't want them to hang too low. And the second thing being whether or not I wind up selling this house soon and moving sooner than I think, because I really don't want to take down the blender fans unless I know that I have enough time to enjoy these. But we'll see. It's got a pretty nice low speed on the control. Definitely set the trim pot on the control to the right speed. Nice aesthetic low. And you can definitely feel a little bit of air coming from it. Let's go ahead and turn it up a little bit. And in case I didn't mention it before, this is model 60F/C. It does have a slight bit of a wobble to it. That's pretty much expected with industrials. They all wobble to some degree, being that this one is hanging from a hook bracket that's bolted to the box. They hang pretty loose, so every industrial I've ever seen has a little bit of a wobble to it on lower speeds. You can definitely feel some air movement off of it in this speed. It's a pretty, gentle breeze. Very comfortable. All right, let's go ahead and turn it up a little more. Really glad I picked these up. These things are not exactly cheap either. I mean, they're about $180 new. Considering that I picked up 3 of them for 50 bucks, that's a pretty good deal. Definitely a lot more powerful on this speed. All right, turn it up a little more. Oh yeah, you could definitely feel the air moving off of this one. There is a local bar that I go to once in a while that has a few of these, but they're, I believe the original color of these was white. Not the ones here, not this one here, but the ones in the bar. Those I think were white, but they were spray painted like a brushed nickel color or a matte nickel. And they're pretty decently powerful. I mean, that bar gets pretty hot. Even with the air conditioning system, it definitely helps to have the fans. And I believe those are on 4-speed wall controls. But it is rather nice sitting underneath them, having a cold beer on a night when you want to go out. Oh yeah, she's definitely moving some air. All right, let's go ahead and crank her up all the way. You know, I know that everybody rants and raves about the gold lines, but I'm going to tell you what, these silver lines are not bad fans. They are definitely a solid performer. They move a lot of air, and they're no joke. I mean, obviously it's not going to move as much air as a gold line, but it's not a slouch. You could feel it on the other side of the garage here. It's a good air mover. All right, let's spin down. Now, because this is a stamped steel motor with these really heavy blades on it, and the amount of inertia this thing has, it's going to take quite a while to spin down. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the longest spin down I've ever recorded. And the bearings are perfect in this fan. I'm not going to do a video test of the other one that I have because it's basically the same fan. So I just don't see the point of it. But I have tested the other one. The other one works perfectly fine. And before you guys start asking, no, I am not selling these fans. These fans are staying in my collection. And for those of you who are curious, they actually do still make the brown silver lines. However, they don't make brown gold lines anymore, sadly. Those only come in black and white. Yeah, this is definitely going to take a while. Good thing I got memory on my phone. Hope you guys enjoy this because my arms sure aren't. Things I do for YouTube. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to, I could turn the trim pot down on the test box, but I thought where it was on the lowest setting was pretty good. And that seems to work pretty well with the fans that I test on the solid state box. I definitely need to rebuild my other speed control box that I use for set speeds, 4 speeds, 3 speeds, etc., etc. Should test this on another control at some point. Pretty sure I have a 4-speed control lying around somewhere. That'd be pretty cool. I know I've got a 3-speed control. I have a few of those. You know, but 9 times out of 10 in the wild, you see these installed, and they usually have those very speed solid state controls. You know, sometimes you'll see them with 4-speed controls or 3-speed controls. They are a little bit quieter on the set controls, but usually when I see these, they're on solid state controls. And yeah, they do hum a little bit, but you can barely hear it. These are definitely made to run on a control like that. You know, and 9 times out of 10, they're installed in a warehouse or, you know, some high ceiling application, so you wouldn't even hear the humming anyway. We have a few industrials installed in the warehouse at work. They're flower pot style Daytons, and those are all on very speed controls. Man, this is definitely the longest spin down I've ever filmed. I really hope you guys appreciate this because my shoulders are getting tired and my battery's about ready to die. And she stopped. So there you have it. That's a 56-inch Envirofan Silverline. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching. More videos to come.